Okay, so our final graduate to be honored this evening, Tyler Swift.
Yeah! Woo!
Tyler says the best day ever was in August of 2015 when he and his dad went on a road trip to Cedar Point, Ohio. I asked Tyler, was it because it was a nice town, because of what you were going there to do, or who you were going to see? And Tyler says, full with feeling, no. It was just the experience of it. The drive, the hotel, my dad, all of it. That describes better than anything the way Tyler approaches the world. He takes it in whole. Tyler has always been like that. And for Tyler, as the young man before us today, it's one of his gifts that gives him a unique perspective on things, current and past. One that is somewhat philosophical, as Team says, and quite often poignant. A perspective that he shares readily in class discussions and in his writing assignments, and one that he makes use of as he starts to think about moving on to his future. But as a little fella, taking the world in whole like that was terribly disorganizing, unsettling for him, creating kind of a storm inside him that Tyler sometimes railed against and other times struggled to contain. How he came to tame that storm is central to Tyler's story, and it is a story about mindset and memories. Tyler started in the CLEARVIEW nursery program in September 2004. He was 4 years old and was described by staff as an endearing, wide-open, curious little fella who could be equally overwhelmed by his excitement and wonder as he was by his worry and fear. When Tyler thinks about his time while at CLEARVIEW, his memories are vivid in the way that trip with his dad is. He becomes full with good feeling. He recounts memories of favorite birthday gifts he's held on to for nostalgia reasons, he says, long after he could play with them anymore, and summers with the talent show, but also of teachers and Will and Ruth, who he still misses, and Mr. Barnes, and vacations with Mom and Dad. Good memories, cherished memories. They aren't just remembrances, but rather, to Tyler, they are pieces that make up who he is. Big parts of his childhood, he says. Guideposts for him in his growing up. These memories for Tyler represent the structure around which he began to manage through his storm. Predictable events and people that he came to count on to ground him, even as he struggled through. Remembering calls back up in Tyler the sense of well-being that these good memories gave to him then, and is an enduring comfort and reassurance to him now. Remembering, you see, is itself grounding for Tyler. But it is the experience he had making his memories that cleared the way for what Tyler says was a shift over time to a better mindset, as he calls it. Tyler identifies having a better mindset as what helped him become better able to take the step he needed to manage more for himself. It was a shift, Tyler said, he noticed in the later years, and he thinks maturing had something to do with it. What he noticed was that he began to be able to stay in his classroom even when he was troubled by something, working through his distress with support rather than letting it intrude so much on his day. Will says he noticed, too, that over time, Tyler became more centered and focused in their appointments together, coming to each session with an agenda for them to work on. And Mr. Greiner says he noticed Tyler became a young man who not only sought out the help, but listened to the advice and guidance he received. What exactly was better about Tyler's mindset is perhaps best reflected in the advice he says he would give other students now. He would tell them, in his words, to try to be in school as much as you can. Don't miss time. Even if you don't feel like it some days, do it anyway. There will be hiccups, he says, but you'll love it and you will excel. With this shift in mindset, Tyler was able to be more consistently available to his academic learning and more independent and accountable in his schoolwork and work-study assignments, enabling him then to steadily make his way through the credits and tests he needed to finish his high school requirements and the requirements for his CDOS certificate. Tyler will receive his Rhinebeck High School diploma and his CDOS certificate later this June, and he's applied to WCC for the fall, where he will continue to have access to the individual support he needs to be successful in college there. Tyler is as excited for his next steps as he is nostalgic for what came before. And that, Tyler, strikes us as just right, because the memories will sustain you, and the mindset will see to it that you stay open to building more good memories. Congratulations, Tyler. You have earned your CLEARVIEW School diploma.
Oh, sweetheart. Yeah. Oh, God. Thank you.
CLEARVIEW School. This is to certify that Tyler Swift has successfully completed the course of study at the CLEARVIEW School and is therefore entitled to this diploma given at Briarcliff Manor, New York, the 7th day of June 2021, signed by myself and Executive Director Marlene Cheatham. We take the minutes.
Yay! Woo! Oh, my back.
Sorry, everybody, just give me a minute. Hope it's up there. Apologize for that. Just give me a minute. So, hey everybody. I just wanted to say, testing, okay. I just wanted to say, wow, where do I even begin? It's kind of amazing how I came this far. Really it is, and I'm gonna miss everybody. I'm gonna miss all my teachers over the years, Mr. Fox, Mrs. Perry, Miss Calapai, Miss Barbarossa, Miss Sacaccio. I'm gonna miss you all. And like Julius Caesar would say in his own words, I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's where I am today.
All right.
Very good.
Okay, Tyler.
Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Congratulations.
Thank
Brought his own music. He brought his own music.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
you. BYOM.
It means everything to me. And I'll come back soon.
Oh, yes, you will.
I just want to say thank you, everybody.
All right, buddy.
What about the doc thing? Is there?
All right. Very good. Brought your own music, huh? That was good.
Okay. So I think everybody would agree we have a very accomplished first part of our CLEARVIEW class graduates. I am going to invite our graduates back up to the stage. If you would all just come back up. Mel Milano, Brandon Day, Chris Payne Ramstead, Ina Fey,
Yeah.
Shannon Dowd, and Tyler Swift. And on a count of 3, we want you to move your tassel from one side to the other. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, graduates of 2021. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, you can go back down.